Well, hello, co-op leaders. I am so excited to introduce you to our vendor that we use for YESLeads. First and foremost, I have the utmost respect for Ryan. I've been in the industry, as many heard, so many times for 30 years. I've come across hundreds, if not thousands, of different individuals and leaders and vendors and so on and so forth. And what can I say about Ryan? He's a stand-up guy. He's a good guy, honest, integrous. His passion is helping other people. His passion is providing the highest quality lead that's out there. I'm also proud, and it's really important to say that I feel kind of like the hair club for men. If you remember back in the 80s, the commercial, not only, am I, I'm a member too, is that Ryan, out of the hundreds of different companies that he helps with lead generation, Ryan chose CTFO as his home and is a customer of CTFO using the amazing Shape and Burn. And we love and we appreciate all of our customers. So Ryan also has kind of the inner circle of our product line. He also has the inner works of our company. He works with the amazing David D'Arcangelo when it came to the 3-step tour. He's volunteered a lot of time. He is amazing. So quick history. I've been running the co-op for many, many years. Great success. Craigslist, USA Today, newspapers, magazines, solo ads, and we continue to do those things. The biggest challenge is that you can't control the person who's filling out that form. There's a lot of individuals who are tire kickers, so they'll put in fake information. They're concerned about putting their email address in there. They're concerned about putting their phone number in because they're seeing an advertisement. They're like, yeah, I'm interested. I want to learn more, but they're just not comfortable. They're concerned they're going to get spammed. They're not sure who's going to sell their information. We do neither, but that is a legitimacy. So while the co-op has been spectacular and has generated so many customers and members, the biggest issue is when you're doing cold marketing advertising, the verification process of is the person leaving real information or not is always a challenge. And I remember communicating with Ryan about that, and he was sharing with me the concept of YESLeads and what he does. And what I absolutely love about YESLeads is that we know without a shadow of a doubt, it's a real person with a real number that is really looking for a home-based business. So this very short, brief video is going to explain to you in layman's term how the system works. So Ryan, let's just jump right into it. I know grabbing someone's attention we only have a short period of time to really keep someone tuned in. So I want people to walk away so they know exactly what's happening behind the scenes with this plug and play. And what plug and play means, all the things that are happening for you while you're maybe sleeping or doing other things. I want them to know what's going on behind the scenes. How is a YESLead generated? How does it work? And let's share that with everyone.
Cool. Hey, Michael, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you great, buddy.
Awesome. Well, cool. Thanks for having me here and sharing some time here with you folks and hopefully impacting people so that they can understand this process and be able to apply it in their business so they can get more customers and more distributors and move the productivity line in their business. So cool. Let me dive into this here. So here's the process leading up to YESLeads. And I'm going to share my screen here in a moment so that you can understand the process. Now, just to set the stage mentally, to make this whole thing work, all we're simply doing is moving people through tiny little steps in the process, from them saying, yes, I'm open to taking a look, to watching a presentation, to getting on a follow-up call with you. All these little tiny steps actually lead to them actually becoming a customer or even getting involved with the business. So it's very, very important that our job is just to help people move to the next step. All right. One of my mentors always say, small hinges swing big doors. So these little details that you're going to get to see behind the scenes is here not to overwhelm you because you don't have to do anything technical, but so that you understand the little hinges behind the big doors that we're swinging so that you can be more effective. All right, cool. So with that said, let me dive into my screen here. And Michael, feel free to stop me anytime that you feel like you want to interject or ask a question.
Perfect.
Cool?
Very good.
All right. So Kathy is, and I'll kind of set the stage a little bit too here. Kathy
All
is
right,
our,
are you sharing your screen right now, buddy?
yes, I am about to pull it up right now. All right, let's pull this up here.
Perfect. I can see it. Great.
You can see it. Okay, cool. So let me make this a little bit bigger. Maybe. There we go. Good. So Kathy is our AI, is our technology that's reaching out to the prospects for you. So we are partnered with campaigns and marketing companies that do marketing to attract people that are saying, I'm open to looking for ways that I can make extra money from home, a home-based business. They're running, those are the kind of ads that they're responding to, and they're saying, I'm open. So what happens is when a lead comes in from our marketing channels, Kathy then messages them through text message. So in this case here, we have Krista, that's a prospect. So Krista gets a text message. Hi, Krista, this is Kathy from Home Biz Connect. Are you interested in looking at a great online biz opportunity? Reply yes for info or stop to opt out. All right, so I want to touch on a couple of keywords here so you can understand what we're doing. One is we're using this kind of fictitious name here to connect the dots to the prospect that they're about to learn or they're about to be exposed to something related to a home business. So we want to remind them of that because they could have filled out that ad a week ago, a month ago, you know, we don't know exactly. So we want to remind them and basically pre-qualify them to see if they're still open, because sometimes people fill out a form and a week later they change their mind. They're going to do something different. So we want to kind of pre-qualify them. So that's the reason for this. So in this example here, 342, Krista gets this message from Kathy from Home Biz Connect. Are you interested in looking at a great online business? Reply yes or stop to opt out. So we're compliant in that message. About an hour later here, we see Krista says, sure. And then she waits a minute and she says, yes. I guess she realized that I didn't follow instructions quite properly. Fortunately, we have Kathy set up where it doesn't matter if they say yes, if they say okie dokie or okay or sure or please send me info. Kathy is able to read all those different variations of a yes and still respond the same way. So even if Krista just said sure, Kathy would have still did a job. So in this case here, you know, as we see from 4:47 to 5:03, so about 15 minutes or so, another message gets sent out to Krista. Great, Richard, and it's going to actually put your full name here. So whatever your name is, it's going to put great, and it's going to put your full name here. So in this case, it says great, Richard, from our team. So great, Richard, will be working with you. Please send them a text introducing yourself. Here's their number. So Kathy is going to let the prospect know they're going to be working with you specifically. So it's going to have your name and it's going to give them your personal number, inviting them to say hello and reach out to you, which helps break the ice in this whole process. Okay, now not everybody is going to respond. Okay, not everybody's going to pay attention to that, or they might have delayed that process. So this is where you also get to come in and help nudge the process along. All right, now once Kathy sends this message where it says, great, you're going to be working, and it's going to introduce them to you, Kathy's going to wait a few minutes, like in this case here, you see 5:03, 5:06, and send another message saying, in the meantime, take a look at their info page and create a free account. And it's going to give them your tour page, that 3-step tour page, which we'll pull up here in a little bit so that we can talk about it together. But
All right, let me jump in real quickly, brother.
sure.
So first of all, I love this. This is actually Richard Pritchard. I know you try to hide his name, but we all know the amazing Richard Pritchard, who's been part of the co-op for many years. So this is real. This is an actual screenshot of an actual communication. I just want to say a few things. That Kathy is a virtual artificial intelligence secretary. We could have used any word. It could have been Mary or John or Harry. Ryan chose to use the word Kathy. That personalizes it. Number two, Ryan is sending out thousands, if not tens of thousands of text messages through the day saying the same thing. Hi, Krista. Hi, John. Hi, Susie. Hi. To thousands of people who have expressed an interest in a home-based business. They only become a lead to you when that person reads that and says, yes, I am. So you know that that person is a real person from a real cell with the real name that's saying, I'm interested, okay? So the only time that you get a yes lead is they've already said, yes, I'm interested. In this case, Krista is a real person. You can call, well, we're not going to give her number out, but you can call that person there. Second thing is, it's provided, it's giving your name. This is automated. So that prospect who said yes, they know that you are the contact, you are the person. In addition, what the system does for you, you could be taking a nap or at work or doing anything. This is all happening behind the scenes. Is the system is sending them to your tour. What better place in the world for someone who's looking to do a home-based business than the absolutely gorgeous, updated with the new product video, the new compensation plan video, the amazing President Kevin Fournier, 3 short videos with brand new bullets. And on that page is a link for them to join as a member for free. On that page is a place for if they want to shop, they can shop. This is all happening behind the scenes. You don't have to do anything. This is all happening. So I just wanted to put that in layman's terms to know how priceless that these are. Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, so all this is happening behind the scenes for you. Okay, now once the prospect, now by the way, we do have thousands of people that say stop or opt out or no thank you anymore. So you don't have to deal with those. You're not even seeing those. That's just part of marketing. You know, if you imagine if you were reaching out to hundreds of people, well, you're going to have some people say I'm open and some people that say I'm not. But Kathy is doing all the work for you. So you're only dealing with the people that say, yeah, I'm open. I'm still open. So it's huge. Now, when the prospect says yes, a couple things happen. You know, one is they get sent to your tour page. You know, they're going to get into the drip funnel and all that stuff, which Michael will touch on a little bit. You also get a text notification from Kathy letting you know that you have a new lead. Okay, and it gives you a little link that you can click on for further instructions that you can use to help start that conversation with that lead. Simultaneously, you're also getting an email notification from CTFO saying that you have a new yes lead. You'll see the word yes lead in there, and it gets put into your contact manager with CTFO. So you'll be able to stay organized. And you know, and this might be a good segue before we touch on the different scripts that we have, that maybe, Michael, you can go ahead and kind of show that process of what's happening with CTFO and the amazing system that CTFO has to even support this even further. So
absolutely. Can you see my screen, Ryan?
Yep, I am stopped sharing. Yep, I can see your screen right now. We're looking at the contact manager in the back office.
So here's a lot of things that go on. So hopefully you're getting email notifications from CTFO when you get a new member, someone who joins an associate, and when you get a new prospect. So hopefully that goes through. You can never count on email deliverability. That's why texting is so important, because with email deliverability, sometimes ISPs will block an email, it ends up in your spam, so on and so forth. So I always tell people, check your contact manager, check your back office daily. daily go in there, go take a look, take a peek what's happening there, because you'll see a lot of information. Also, you want to sign up for text notifications through, and everything I'm talking about has been sent to you already as a co-op manager. Hopefully you're a co-op leader. Hopefully you're saving each of those messages I've sent, because I've broken down in layman's terms how to do things. So hopefully you're getting text messages. And in addition, you're signed up for the amazing CTFO Premium Back Office, another way of getting notifications, another way. Now, I cannot stress enough, there are people who choose to do the co-op who want this system to do all the work. God bless, that's awesome, that's your choice. We're just here to tell you that there are things that you can do in addition to letting the system doing all the work that dramatically can improve the probability of your prospect becoming a member, of your member ordering products. We're just here to say that we're here to help you along that way if you choose to be more aggressive. Some people just throw money into a co-op, realizing it's an investment, and they figure if they throw enough spaghetti up against the refrigerator door, something is going to stick. And some people say, hey, you know something, I'm really committed. I want to do everything possible to make that personal contact. What I'm showing you here is when you log into your back office, on the left-hand side, CTFO, and this is all free. CTFO provides you a free service, the free capture pages, which captures their information, the free 3-step easy tour with the incredible videos, a free contact manager. Now you notice in this case, how do you know a yes lead? Ryan did a great job so that when it posts in your back office, it says yes lead, but you could have plenty of other leads from Craigslist, from USA Today, from a newspaper, from a solo ad, from a magazine, all different forms of advertising. We are unable to communicate where each one comes from. There's no way to put a code to say, well, this was a Craigslist one, or this was a solo ad, or this was a YouTube, or whatever we did in terms of advertising that day. The only thing is that we're sharing here is the difference is either, you know, it's a yes lead or it's from all the other forms of media. Again, it's impossible because while this is a great system, it's a free system, this doesn't have all the bells and whistles. This is a great place. When you click on a prospect's name, right, it's going to show you a thing. My favorite part is right here. Spoke to Dawn, you know, Dawn, been in MLM before, follow up, my typing is awful, follow up in 3 days, you know, interested in CBDA. Thank God I got spell check over here, right? We can always do that quickly. And then you can leave a message for yourself so that when you talk to them again, you can copy and paste her email, right? And I can send her an email from my own Hotmail, Gmail, Yahoo, AOL, whatever account you have. Hey, great speaking to you, following up, so on and so forth. And you can go in there and put that information there. So your contact manager is a great place to see your prospects you're getting. They're not members yet. When they're members, they'll be in your genealogy. We've already sent you directions how that is. Now, a lot of people saying, what about the free follow-up messages? So if you go over on your left-hand side and you click on library right there, right? You scroll down. When someone, each lead, whether it came in through a yes lead or Craigslist or YouTube or Facebook lead, or however we're generating leads that day, solo ads, whatever, CTFO sends each of these messages to your new person. This goes to this prospect, you know, and it's all automated. It's going on behind the scenes. It says, hello, the name of your prospect. Congratulations on taking your first step in building a side hustle, the 3-step tour. And then it's your name, your email, your phone number. This link goes to your marketing site where your person can sign up as a member. This goes to your 3-step company tour where they can watch it again if they haven't seen it. So if you want to go and look at each of those messages being sent out, they're all right there. You can look at each of them. They're professionally done. They're gorgeous. They look as though they're coming from you. Once the person goes through becoming a prospect and becomes a member, the company then sends a series of messages to the new customers. Okay, you can look it over there. When they become a new associate, you'll be able to look at all the associate messages. Now, this is a free service, but this isn't all the bells and whistles when you're notified in real time when they're how long they watched the movie for, how long they did this, so on and so forth. So this isn't, you know, you'd have to start incurring a cost to bring in all those bells and whistles. That's why I continuously always say, hey, if you're looking for a better platform to do texting from, you really want to get notifications, all the videos, knowing in real time what video they're watching, sending different videos. Well, I encourage you to get the premium back office. You definitely want to get the premium back office because it can help. But again, plug and play. This is all happening for you behind the scenes. Plus, I'm adding your new members to the CTFO broadcast. I'm adding them so that they're being dripped on. You will see people, it could take some people weeks, sometimes people months, and sometimes people years to even make a buying decision. You are building a database of names. The more exposures they have, the better. I just sent out a message, hopefully everyone read, about the rule of 7, which was back in the 1930s, that it takes 7 exposures before a person makes a buying decision. Back in the 1970s, a person would see 500 different advertisements a day. Back in 2017, they said the average person sees over 5,000 ads a day. Well, nowadays, that probably is over 50,000. So the more exposures, the more touches you do, which is happening, the greater chances you have. So I just wanted to show you what the company's doing on your behalf as you're building your database of new prospects and new members. Okay, Ryan,
Yeah, this is amazing, Michael. Amazing. You know, I want to say one thing just to reiterate. You know, everything that Michael just covered there, this is included in your CTFO back office. This has nothing to do with the YESLeads. You know, it's amazing because I've seen for systems like this, I've seen companies and different systems charge $50 a month, $100 a month to have a basic contact manager with follow-up. And as a CTFO member, you have this included for free. So just a quick recap. We have Kathy that is doing all this work to find people that's interested. And you have your CTFO marketing tools presenting the tour, putting them into the contact manager, and drip following up for you to create those touch points. So it's completely amazing what you have. So continuing right now, let me show you some of the additional things that we have to help you with touch points, because your job at this point, because you have this engine working for you, your job at this point is just to show up as a real human being. Just showing up as a real human being is priceless. In today's world, there's so many ads like Michael was talking about that people get hit with. So for them to pay attention, they're looking for something real with substance, real company, real products, real human beings that I can work with. So if you just do that, you don't even have to be special with the marketing words. That alone could make a big difference with someone paying attention with the follow-up emails and paying attention with, is this something I should take a serious look at? All right. So when you get that YESLead as well, besides it going to your contact manager, you do get a notification from us. Okay, it's going to say, congratulations, you have a new lead. And then when you click on that little link, it's going to bring you to a training page. And it's going to be a little video that explains, how this page works and everything. But I want to take you down here to the first step that you can use through text message to send this new lead a message. So here I have a lead, Andrew. So once I get that notification, I can quickly click one-click copy right here, and I can put this into a text message and be able to send a message to that prospect. It's going to be pre-filled out with the prospect's name. Your name is going to be pre-filled out and everything. So here's the message. So let's say Andrew's a YESLead. I send him a message. Hi, Andrew. This is Ryan Gunnis. Nice to meet you. Kathy mentioned that you would like to learn more about our home-based business opportunity. We have a special $1,000 bonus going on this month. Are you looking for something full-time or part-time? Question mark. So we do test different versions of this message from time to time, and you get a real-time update. So this is our newest update where we reiterate home-based business so that we can keep planting the seed that it's a business. Because, let's be frank, a lot of people are stuck in a job mentality, and the education of running your own business and all the great education that CTFO provides, for a lot of people on the journey, if it's new, it's something they need to hear over and over and again. So we want to help, facilitate that and set their frame of looking at this outside of the box. So Kathy reiterates that. And now you are sending this message to them. So now the conversation is connected where you are taking over now. All right, we have a special $1,000 bonus going on this month. So we want to plant a little seed that, hey, there's some money to be made here. Get their attention a little bit more. And a nice, very easy, low pressure question. Are you looking for full-time or part-time? And you'll be able to start that conversation. Look, I'll pull up one of my.
And before you move on, so we were working with David D'Angelo, and we're talking about the $1,000 bonus. That's the actual $1,000 bonus that's available for hitting 5K in the first month. And David felt, and I agree, and so did Ryan, there needs to be a hook there. People have got to say, hey, if they're going to roll up their sleeves and know that they're looking to work from home and make money, that's a driving force to say, yeah, I want more information. I'm going to sit down and invest my time to learn about this company, watch the 4-minute compensation plan video, watch the 3-minute product video, hear from the president of the company. We want them to know that this is a real deal. This isn't no, hey, join for free, blah, blah, blah. That there is a $1,000 bonus that does go on. That's where the hook is. And I love the full-time, part-time, because now we're telling them to participate. Where are they at in their life, so on and so forth. I also want to say that this, again, is optional. Not everyone wants to use these. Not everyone needs to use these. And by no means do you have to do all this stuff. This is just things that rather than just say, okay, we're just going to just drive traffic and have it automated and just put your money in, which could have been very simple to do, right? Very, very simple to do. These are things that Ryan and the company are trying to give you the tools to help you hit your goals faster. So I know I'm saying the same thing over and over. This is a seamless plug and play system. This is not to confuse you. And for those that are new, don't let this overwhelm you. Don't be like, oh my God, I can't, it doesn't matter. You'll get used to things, you know what I mean? Even when I first looked at things, you get a confused mind says no, and you can be overwhelmed. That's not the purpose. These are things, and once the lead is yours, you can do it the way you want. Maybe you are a person who likes to pick up the phone. Maybe you're a person who just likes to do email. Maybe you're a social media person and you can copy and paste the name of your person in Facebook, right? And find them on Facebook and send them a private message and become friends with them on Facebook and communicate that way. We're not here to tell you what's best for you. We're just saying touches, just make it personalized, just increases the probability of something happening. That's all that we're trying to do. And Ryan's done a great job. This isn't necessary. I also want to say, Ryan and I, we've gone back and forth numerous times. Is this being more harmful than helpful? Is this confusing people, or is this actually providing a service for people? So as of right now, unless we hear people, hey, it's too much, too information overload, this additional text isn't providing any help, I'm not using it, blah, blah, blah. Unless we hear that, as of today, we'll keep these messages coming so you can copy and paste and do some suggested things, or just ignore them. Just when it comes up there and you get that notification, you don't need to do all this stuff. So I didn't mean to interrupt. I just wanted to make sure that for those, that's why we're doing this training, is for each individual, because some people are saying, I love this, I use this is great. Some people are saying, this is confusing the absolute heck out of me. I just want to be in a co-op and drive traffic. So we have the best of both worlds. So back to you, Ryan.
Yes. So just remember the main thing, we just want to show up, let the prospect know there's a real human being in case they have some questions. Just doing that will increase the percentage of people paying attention, because we have to stand out over those 5,000 ads that they get every day. We have to stand out. And one of the ways of doing that is just showing up as a real person. So we have some language to help you with that conversation, and you can use it, or you can use your own language if you have something that you feel more comfortable with. So while Michael was talking, I actually took a screenshot of this conversation with this person yesterday, because yesterday was one of my daughters turned 9. So me and the wife was taking her out for dinner. So I had a little bit of a shorter day. And this particular prospect, here is the screenshot. So last night when I got back in and I saw my yes lead, I simply clicked on copy real quick like that, and I hit paste, and there's the message I sent Andrew, and he responded back, I think about an hour later, where I said, are you looking for something full-time? He says both. I can chat tomorrow, putting kids to bed. Okay, and I just said, okie dokie. So this is somebody that I can follow up with today, but notice that all we did was have a little bit of an engagement. At this point, Andrew knows that, hey, there's a real person here that I can have a conversation with. And that can help the whole process all the way through. So now all those follow-up emails, there's a higher chance that Andrew will pay attention to it. And if there's something that catches his interest, we can get on the phone and have a proper conversation. That's really the whole thing. This is not a very complicated, you need to be a salesperson process. This is just, hey, we have this engine generating leads, and now we just need to show those prospects we're here. We have a real human being here, and then you just point them to all the different resources, the different videos, the Zoom calls, the Facebook group page. Use all these things to create more exposure for them. So any other comments on that, Michael?
No, not at all. Not at all, Ryan.
Okay, cool. Later, further down, we have a few different scripts to help kind of initiate the conversation further. So feel free. I'm not going to take this call to go through it, but feel free to look through it. These are all these little scripts that we have to help you along the conversation. And again, if you have a process that's working, feel free to do that. My job is, I just want you to know that the next step when you get a yes lead is to take some type of step to just let them know that you're a real person, that you're there to answer their questions. And just doing that alone will make a night and day difference with what's going to happen later on.
All right. Yeah, thank you so much, Ryan. And thank you. I know we talked about, I listened to you actually record one of your live calls you made, and it was amazing. And I know you said you're going to be planning on doing some more, because that was probably one of the most helpful things out there. In closing, just how much I appreciate you, Ryan, and what you're doing for CTFO. I want to applaud those that make an investment, that are treating their business like a business. You're building a database. There are so many different secrets of success to reach your goals. And the two that I like to walk away with to share today is the person with the biggest list wins, period. That's what you're doing. You're creating a database. Maybe you're not getting a person who is who's just becoming a prospect today, who's not a member yet. Maybe you've got a person who joined who's not pulled the trigger yet. The person with the biggest list wins. You're building a database of people, and the person who chooses, again, optionally chooses to do the most touches. And a touch is like, an analogy is soccer. My son played soccer through high school and did travel soccer. And I remember the coach would talk about touches. And what that meant is the amount of times you touched a soccer ball, you became a better player. And it was just going out there. And if you watch soccer teams play, they go out there for hours and just tap their foot against the ball. It's just called the touch. That's it. The person who does the most touches with their prospects wins. There's no doubt. And again, that's your choice, your time, your limit. I always see people, they have one or two things, but hopefully both. There are people who have money, but not a lot of time. So they choose to invest money in a co-op and hoping that something eventually pop, and in time it does. You kind of get lucky because in a numbers game, something eventually happens. If you keep on getting yes leads, one person, regardless of what you do, is going to become a member and sign up and buy product. Or you have time where money's not is really priceless to you, but you've got a lot of time in your hand, and maybe you're uncomfortable doing certain activities. Get good at it until you get a bunch of no's. You'll get a ton of no's. Preferably you've got both time and money and you invest both, but that's what a cooperative effort does. And finally, never let a co-op or cold marketing stop you from additionally doing your warm market. A co-op or any kind of advertising should always be in addition to sharing our amazing products and opportunity with other ones. So this is the first of many trainings. This was a good look behind the scenes. I appreciate everyone. Ryan, thanks for your time. Bye-bye for now.
Bye for now.